me.
Gobneck. Greetings, internet sojourners.
Gobneck, what are you doing up there?
I wanted to tell your viewers about how much fun we had on the Monsters and Memories playtest on December 9th.
Yeah, but Gobneck, I'm the host of the channel, plus my viewers got to watch you run around on stream for 15 hours this weekend.
Okay, but I want to say, at least I knew when to call it quits with my hairline. Alright, nerds, let's do this. Okay, so the beginning was really lame because the server wasn't even up yet, so I was polishing my coins and...
Gobneck, if you don't leave, I'm gonna delete you and main a bearded female dwarf. Now that he's out of the way, let's talk about the playtest. There was a lot of excitement waiting for the servers to open, and this time was a little bit different than the last playtest because we knew we had 34 hours to experience the world of Monsters and Memories. While I was waiting for the server to open, we took a look on stream through some of the lore. We learned about the overworld continent of Aetheril as well as the Deep, which is sort of an Underdark themed area with its own races that accompany that area. But I didn't have to wait very long before the server opened and I was able to get started working on my goals for the weekend. The first thing I wanted to do was level from level 3 to 4 so I could get some new spells, so as soon as I logged in at Night Harbor, I pretty much set to work right away just grinding experience. At long last, after a few hours of grinding, I hit level 4. I headed back to the necropolis to get my spells. Equipped with my new abilities, I decided to check out the tomb of the last Wormsbane and hopefully find a group. Luckily, once I got inside, it didn't take long. Things inside the tomb were going pretty well. I was getting a lot of experience really fast, but we were starting to push really deep past my comfort zone, and then this happened. Oh, I'm scared. We are so deep in this thing. Like, how long until we find, like, that one BA mob that's just gonna completely crush us? Dang, he just feigned. What was he feigning? A risen zombie. Fake floor? No way. Oh no. Oh shoot, I'm getting hit. What am I getting hit by? Oh, we just got killed through the floor. Luckily, a GM named Zukin came and summoned our bodies, otherwise the playtest would have gone very differently for me past that point. Thank you, Zukin. Not wanting to push my luck anymore, I headed back to the dunes to continue grinding, and that's when I met Wolfen. Let me tell you guys about Wolfen. This guy lives for the grind. When I met him, he was level 6, and by the following day, he was level 13. It became a joke on my stream that he was gunning for world first. He always kept a campfire going for us, and he could pull like a professional. We started out killing mobs in the open dunes before we headed further out to kill zombies. Then we ran into this. The Dunes Madman is a scary higher level mob that can make short work of low level groups with his nasty nukes. We had to run and bug out, but we didn't make it very far. I'm not sure if that was a bug, an extremely violent death, or if the devs are adamant about earning that M for mature rating. After that, we regrouped and headed out to find a new spot to level. We ran out to Sungreet Strand and started running up a winding canyon. From there we found a cool tower that we managed to climb and caught some really great views. The game looks great, and I can't help but be excited to explore this world and see how much better they can make it. We took a left near the top of the canyon and discovered a fort full of goblins. This looked like a promising place to get some experience. We had one problem though. We were missing our monk. It wasn't long before he showed up though, and then we headed into the fort. It was time to kill some goblins. At this point it was getting pretty late. I had to log off, but I was looking forward to another full day of the Monsters and Memories playtest. I logged in for day 2, eager to get to level 8 and to get some new spells. I started grinding in the dunes and it didn't take very long. So I headed back to the familiar necropolis to see what new abilities I would gain. With a new life tap and a new pet, I decided to reach out to Wolfen and see what he was up to. He was grinding in Telekir with a full group, and he got me a spot, so I headed out there. After a long run up the canyon, I spotted Wolfen waiting for me at the Goblin Fort, Telekir. He threw an invis on me and we made our way inside where I saw another familiar face. It was Anthril, the Spellblade I had grouped with last night, and together we explored the new dungeon. It was then that I learned that Telekir was split into two sides, one with goblins and one with Ashira. It appears there's two opposing factions in this dungeon. When you kill one, you gain faction with the other, and vice versa. But when you grind on one set of mobs, you're also losing faction with them. This makes me wonder if there will be faction-dependent quests in this zone. We found a set of caves with no mobs in them. This could be a spot where developers could place quest givers later. There wasn't much back there, but I'm sure we'll see more in the coming tests. Now that we were done exploring, Wolfen was looking like he needed to get his experience fix, so we went back to grinding. It wasn't long before I hit level 10 and I had to say goodbye to my group because there was one more area I wanted to explore. I knew there was more to see up the canyon, but I had to stop and get this great shot of the Strand. I especially like it because you can see Night Harbor there off in the distance. I found some more goblins, but they were redcons, so I decided to exploit the fact that there was no fall damage, and I jumped off the ledge, but I had no idea what was about to happen. The game loaded me into a new area, and it turns out it was the Glass Flats, a place I had only heard about. I saw a tower off in the distance, so I decided I had to go there. Once I reached the foot of the tower, I knew there was only one thing left to do: climb to the top. Making my way up, I stopped to get some great shots along the way. Although right here I almost got stuck. I didn't quite make it to the top, but the views were amazing. To end the playtest, I decided to go back where it all started, the Night Harbor West Gate. I had so much fun on this playtest and I can't wait to do it again. See you in Monsters and Memories.